When I was 17, I made 40K in a single month because of this, and I have not heard a single person talk about it on the internet. Everybody wants to tell you that you get what you deserve. Now, this could not be further from the truth. And now, once I figured out this concept, getting to 40K a month was easy. Going beyond that was easy. But before that, it was hard. I threw spaghetti at the wall. I struggled. I tried so many different things, so many different business models, and it sucked because I did not know this. Look, there is no spectrum for who deserves to get what. That's why you see pieces of shit make hundreds of millions of dollars, degenerates make hundreds of millions of dollars, and random janitors that might be an amazing person do not make hundreds of millions of dollars, even though they might be the greatest person. A teacher might be an amazing person. Do they make hundreds of millions of dollars? Absolutely not. Do pieces of shit make billions of dollars? Absolutely. So there is no metric of what you deserve. It is only what you think you deserve is what matters. That janitor doesn't believe he deserves to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. The teacher doesn't either. Now that billionaire, even though he's a piece of shit, do you think he believes that he deserves to make billions of dollars? Absolutely. Now you're like, Chase, isn't this unethical? Isn't this something that's bad? Shouldn't I be looking at, how to make money ethically? That's not what this video is about. This video is not about ethics. Yes, the more people you help, the more money you make. Businesses shouldn't even really exist if they don't help people. We're not talking about doing anything unethical. But what we are talking about is shifting your beliefs so that you can believe that you truly deserve to make 10, 50, 100, $1 million a month, whatever you want. Because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did that and changed at each level of income so I could go from broke in high school, frustrated, trying to drop ship in the back of math class to making more money than I'm even going to talk about here on YouTube. But again, there's the only thing that matters is what you believe that you deserve. So how do you take up what you believe you deserve? It is not just the David Goggins. It's not just the true discipline, because I optimized my life for money at one point. I tried to do everything specifically just for money. I wouldn't go to the gym as much. I love the gym. I would stop going to the gym as much back when I lived in San Diego. I would work for 18 hours a day. I would get very, very little sleep. I'd be always groggy, always half on because I wasn't getting sleep. But I thought that was the sacrifice that I had to make a lot of money. You got to be all in, right? If you want to be ballin', you got to be all in. But that didn't work. I struggled. Somehow, after making over 40K in a month, I would make my money on TikTok Shop and then reinvest it into consultants, into other info, and to learn how to start a coaching business. Because I didn't want to do TikTok Shop forever. I wanted to learn how to have a coaching business as well. So eventually I figured out how to automate TikTok Shop, and that's a different story. I'm not going to show you guys on Affiliate Automated. It's how you outsource TikTok Shop, how you build a team around TikTok Shop Affiliate. It's the best business model of all time, but I won't talk about it in this video. You have to believe that you deserve to make 50, 100K a month. Now, it's not David Goggins. It's not discipline. It is literally showing up for yourself and doing something as small as taking your creatine before you go to bed, picking up your journal before you go to bed, and just fulfilling for the things that you said that you would do. If you do not do that and you cannot hold your own word to yourself, you will not respect yourself at all, and you will not believe that you deserve to make the amount of money. Once you believe that you deserve to make 10K a month, you are going to make it. You are going to have your expectations risen to it. You are going to upgrade your actions, your beliefs, and your traits to get to the point where you're making 10K a month. Money is not a zero-sum game. To make money, you need to be the person that makes money. When I was focusing on just money, I wasn't making more money. I was making less because I didn't focus on becoming the 100K a month Chase. Once I started to focus on that, I started to make more money. And it wasn't even close. It was not a battle. You have to get better. So yes, it is about going to the gym. I don't care what anybody tells you. It is about doing the little things. It's about showing up for yourself and becoming the person that you know you always could have become. Not just trying to optimize every little thing for money. That's not how you make money. Become the 10K a month version of yourself. You'll make that. Become the 50K a month version of yourself. You will also make that. It is a 1-to-1 correlation of how personally developed you are. That's how much money you're going to make. I don't care what anybody else tells you. Again, there's no spectrum of who deserves what. Force yourself by talking yourself into your beliefs. Almost every video that I post, I talk about a generational run. Whether it's in the caption, whatever it is, I tell people always, I am on a generational run. I talk myself into this momentum. I force myself to believe that I'm on a generational run, and therefore I am. If you can see on my wall here, I will show you. Right up there, there's a sign that says objective reality isn't real. Okay? Create your subjective reality. Objective reality is just an illusion. because there is no real scale of who's supposed to make money, okay? But if you believe that you're going to make money and you hold yourself accountable to it, literally nothing can stop you. Picture yourself having that money and truly just become that. And the easiest way to do this is to grab a pen and paper, write a letter, date it 5 years in the future to a childhood friend, and write out literally every single thing that you want. Do not cap it by 10K a month. Do not cap it at 100K a month. Write it as if literally everything were possible. Make it as detailed as possible. Start to read it morning, noon, and night, because once you have this vision, you have something to base your life off of. So when shit gets hard and your brain is trying to conserve calories and not do the work, you can think back to this vision that has everything you want and understand why you're actually going through all these hard things, why you're showing up for yourself, why you're talking yourself into a generational run or believing that you make 10K a month. And then start to read this vision, become obsessed with it, and then you'll have to ask yourself one question. Am I going to upgrade my actions to the level of my vision, or am I going to downgrade my vision to the level of my actions? And if you can upgrade your actions to the level of your vision, you're now obsessed. You're truly obsessed. And that's a do or die commitment. You literally just can't lose. You go all in, you never look back, and then you win. And people ask how you won so fast, but it's because you became obsessed and talked yourself into believing that you deserved whatever was in that vision. Bye-bye.